city in our state here. Are you excited? Family trip? He's excited. We're all packed. Everyone's hanging out back there. All that stuff.
The first stop on our little Portland trip was Gardens of Glow and the Botanical Gardens. Here's Coleman all bundled up inside my coat. Pro tip, keep your maternity coat and put your baby inside once they're on the outside. This display is so much fun. It's actually rated in either the top 3 or the top 5 best light displays in the country. And after that, it was time to head to the hotel. And we made it to the hotel, and here's my poor husband with all of our luggage. We definitely had to get a cart. And then when we got there, it was late, so we set up the kids and unpacked. I don't know if anyone else does that when you get to a hotel. The next morning was a little tricky because Coleman was awake, and our little one, our big one, wanted to sleep in because he'd been up most of the night. He was having a hard time settling in. So this is him exploring the hotel with my husband. He was taking laps with him until our big guy woke up, so this made me laugh. And now everyone is awake, so here is a little tour of our room. We've got the bathroom right there, and then we opted for the 2 beds for Keegan, and look at this view of downtown Portland. And quickly, because I know people are going to ask, for the toddler, what I do is I tuck 2 pillows underneath the fitted sheet. So it's hard to tell in the video, but it creates like a little bumper almost, so he doesn't roll out of bed. And then it was actually in the room, but I bought one of these cheap little pack and play covers. I have that linked on my Amazon storefront. But for nap times, I put it in the bathroom so my toddler could still play in the rest of the hotel room. We brought our Fire Stick. I recommend that so you can put all of your shows on the normal TV. And then we did continental breakfast in our room to make life easy. For this first day, my husband had to go to work, so me and the kiddos tackled the pool. We were laughing because one of us looked very overdressed and some of us looked very underdressed. Coleman, don't worry, he's got a swim diaper on. But I took the kids to the pool and we just swam around. Seriously, if you're a mom of 2 littles, I highly recommend doing a wearable baby wearing situation so you can have both hands. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I decided to brave it with both of them. It was really a great time. And after we swam around for a little bit and we played some music on the radio, it was time for naps. And me and Coleman actually spent most of the time in the bathroom because Keegan finally fell asleep. So don't forget to put your pack and play in the bathroom if you need another room. Life got a little crazy, but my husband came back from work, and then my sister-in-law and brother-in-law came over. We all went out to dinner, and then to the main attraction, the Polar Express. This was in Portland, and this was so much fun and well worth it. We had a group of about 15 of us, and it was so fun. All the little cousins wore matching Christmas pajamas, and they got to have hot chocolate and cookies and read the Polar Express and meet Santa Claus, which was great. This was 10 out of 10, such a great experience, well worth it. It was so much fun. Our littlest couldn't hang, and he ended up falling asleep. But seriously, look at my son with Santa. This well worth the money. At the end of this video, I'm going to do a little of what everything costs for the total weekend. But this was such a fun experience. Look at that smile. The next morning, me and my parents did continental breakfast while my husband packed up all of this stuff. Look at it. Then we took our kids to the Portland Children's Museum, and this was actually great for both my toddler, who was busy and wild. They even had like an arts and crafts section. I was super impressed with this museum, but they also had something for the littlest, Coleman. They had like a little baby area, and look at him. He was so happy. He got to play too. They had a great like outdoor like fishing and like water exhibit. They had this upstairs 3rd floor was magical. He got absolutely soaked, but he had the time of his life. He made little friends and he learned all kinds of cool things about science. And this was great. And then they had a giant like light bright room / glow shapes. It was great experience. Definitely go. We grabbed a quick bite to eat and he was asleep before we even made it out of the parking lot. The journey home begins. We've got both kids asleep.
How you feeling on the way back post-vacation?
And I'm going to end this video being transparent of a breakdown of what everything costs. So those tickets to Polar Express was $165. The littlest Grover did not count. The hotel for the Polar Express was $187. However, keep in mind for this, we only paid for one night because my husband worked one of the days. So his work paid for the first night and we had to pay for the second night. The Children's Museum that we did on the last day was $45 for us. And the Botanical Gardens, that was the glowing gardens, was $36. Thursday lunch was $35. Thursday dinner was $23. Lunch on Friday while we were gone was $41. And Friday night dinner when we all went out was $110. Then Saturday, lunch was $45, and overall for that weekend, we spent $56 on parking. And lastly, we spent $100 on doggy daycare to board our dog while we were gone for the weekend. And this brought us to a grand total of $843 for the whole weekend.